Hello, it is nine, week nine of the Pokemon Battle League. I am Cheryl, coach of the Weedles today. Sorry, not today, but this week I was up against Zach, coach of the Gallades. I decided for this battle to attempt a different strategy to see how well it would work out. That strategy was the triple strategy. So I started out with Magearna this week, trying to get off that Trick Room, and succeeding only to get my ass swept out and bring out Lil Sebastian, who would not be seen again for the rest of the match. But yeah, I mean, I think it vaguely worked out. It did not work out as much as I'd hoped. I guess like him bringing Slowking would have changed or affected that a lot, given that Slowking is in a Trick Room probably every single one of my Pokemon aside from maybe a Lucas. Depending on how he set up Slowking. Man, this is an awkward silence, but yeah, I mean, I think it worked vaguely well. I mean, a lot of only like one of my Pokemon really did a lot. Maybe I can make a case for Magearna. But yeah, I mean, it wasn't. I'm watching this as I'm doing it vaguely. This is a bad commentary. This is starting out really bad. This is not starting out strong. This is not one of my best ones. It was just me mainly trying to get the Trick Room off. I've never done it before. I wanted to try it. And I did. I attempted it. I don't know how I felt about it. I don't know if it would be something that I would attempt to do again. This Slowking was a buff boy, though. I can say that one. He was a buff boy. I was also, I mean, I knew for Zach's team that there were a couple of Pokemon that I was more concerned about, and the one that I was most concerned about was the team, who I think basically countered a lot of my team very well, especially, yeah, he just countered, like, most of my team very well. And so it was basically me trying to figure out how to stop him, which is why I was running Z Shadow Ball on Magearna this week, because that was the best bet that I had. I was lucky, I think it was the last turn of the Trick Room, that I got this off and was able to, fuck this whole tiny dude's life up, basically. So once I got him out of the picture, I felt a lot better about the rest of his team, being able to deal with the rest of his team. Soulheart really didn't end up doing much. It's I don't know, I think, like, when it comes to setting up Magearna's Soulheart and speaking abilities, I think that's really good here. To Trick Room, because there's a lot more that goes into Trick Room, and it has to be something that's kept up for a while. Or, you know, kept up with, for a while, rather than, shift gear, which is just one move you once, and then your speed's double. Yeah, I mean, in letting Magearna die here, it was basically me just letting her, I was just letting her die. Like, I knew she got her job done. I knew the Scald was doing a lot. And so, if I let her die, I could basically just get anything. Mainly Amoonguss was my best bet for this. We could take a Scald easily, and then, you know, get some recovery off. And it also would probably be the fastest, potentially. Like, I don't know how he set up his Slowking. I think, like, their base speeds are the exact same. I was running a sassy Amoonguss this week, sassy thick fish. But yeah, threw him in because I knew he'd outspeed basically most of his team. which is really convenient when you're able to get activities with priority score, which was immediately going for the Mega Gallade. I was not dealing with him as much as I didn't want to have to deal with him. That's like, I've come to notice in having emojis on my team, and if I don't want to deal with someone, then the best way is to put them to sleep. And frankly, like, if you ask me, that is what works for me. Like, if you don't want to deal with someone, just let them take a little bit of a nap. Is nap up for interpretation? Yes, it is. But, you know, if they're not conscious, you don't have to deal with it. And sometimes that person that's not conscious, can be yourself. You could be the unconscious one. Oh man, I've really got to get my typing weaknesses and, like, strength, like, memorized. Because I kept switching in Chandelier, forgetting that she was going to take more damage, from stealth rocks. I also kept forgetting that the stealth rocks were there. So, yeah, she didn't do a lot. She shadow balled a couple of things, but just didn't really get the job done as much as I guess someone would hope. The boy who did get the job done this week was my boy Lazyfish. I'm not gonna lie, I did not go into this expecting much more as he did. My plan for this was to try and get a lot of work done with the trick room, and then when we're out, or I lost, like, Magirno, or, like, my best, like, trick room, I don't know, boys? Is that the right word to use? I would just, like, rely more on, like, Keldeo for the rest of it, but, like I said, Lil Sebastian did not do a lot. I knew that either a switch out or, like, a roost or something was coming here, so I used that opportunity to lay down some rocks on the other side. Man, I don't know a lot about this Pokemon, I'm not gonna lie. This is more a lot of my lack of Pokemon knowledge necessarily, like, coming to fruition, because he took that Ice Fang like a champ. I mean, given Lazyfish is not, I mean, contrary to what this battle may have said, he's not necessarily supposed to be, like, my most offensive Mon. Also that freezing Dark Claws, gotta say, that was just really lucky on my part. I think things could have gone a little differently, had I not gotten that freeze off, and then I did get that freeze off, so, yeah, I think that changed a lot of it. A crit there too, dang. Yes, you know, my boy Lazyfish, he did a good job. I've talked about this a couple of times about other commentators, but there's just something about just sitting here talking towards a laptop, not necessarily by myself, but being the only person. There's something a little uncomfortable about it to me, especially, like, for a game that lasted, I mean, it's like 33 turns. It's not the longest game I've had this season. Thank you, Amber. That was another crit. Oh my god. Maybe chance was a little in my favor this week. I don't know. Maybe I got a little lucky this week. I mean, I don't know how much that Giga Drain, like, the crit on that Giga Drain really mattered. But, yeah. Throw in Rowdy Bish here, because I expected either, like, a Psycho Cut or a Psychic or something. Left him in. Don't know why. I was like, well, I guess this guy can take whatever. Mr. Mega Gallade. I don't know what the reason is. I guess I just would rather not have which I don't know if that is correct. But yeah, back to Lazy. Days ago, good earthquake. I want to point out I did not know which I noticed I think that he did when he left, and I was like, oh, okay, so that's that thing that my guy does too. He switched out, and I anticipated throwing out Dark Claws, so I went for another Ice Fang, just to get that guy out of here, and I did. And then luckily, once basically like he was out of the picture, he was basically just free to I was basically free to just spam Earthquake for the rest of for the last couple of turns, which I just did. That's all the next couple of turns are, is just me spamming Earthquake. I don't know. His Pokemon, none of them really resisted it, so I don't know what else to do. Getting that Earthquake off on Deku, though. Very barely managed to survive, only to get taken down by the Sandstorm. I don't know. There's three more turns left. I feel like I to say at this point. I don't know what else there is. I feel like I didn't say anything particularly useful throughout all of this. I feel like I just rambled for, I don't know, I can't see a time for how long this has been going. For 31 turns straight, I feel like I've just been rambling, saying whatever. It's not easy. I'm just watching the battle right now. I don't know. It was a good game. It was a good match. Zach did well. I definitely think that there were a couple of points. Mainly getting that freeze off on Dark Claws. I think that was very lucky on my part. Like I said before, I think things could have gone differently if I hadn't. I don't know. I couldn't say that maybe necessarily. I still had other Pokemon that I hadn't utilized or anything, but rather than just ending up with me being able to just spam Earthquake until all of his Pokemon fainted, maybe the match would have been a little longer. But you know, if the match was longer, I would have had more time, a lot longer to ramble on about, and I could not do that. Emotionally, I could not do that. It's bad already, me just sitting here. That was it. That was the last thing. Slowking fainted, finally. I defeated Zoe. Okay, well, thanks for listening and watching my battle. I greatly appreciate it. I don't know what I'm doing here, but that's the end. I won. Bye. I won. Bye. I won.